Hey there, fellow gunmen. You know how sometimes there are just guns out there that don't hit the mark, even with today's advanced manufacturing and modern metallurgy? Well, you're not alone. In today's video, we're diving into the top 6 worst guns of 2024. Believe it or not, even in an age where most firearms are expected to function right out of the factory, there are still a few that you might want to steer clear of. From failing parts to questionable design choices, but even the use of subpar materials, some guns just aren't worth buying. We'll explore models that have left users wanting more and why these specific firearms have gained a not-so-great reputation, whether it's due to poor reliability, issues with jamming, or just overall poor performance. We've got a scoop on which guns have been shooting blanks in the quality department. So sit back and let's find out which models made our list of the worst guns to avoid this year. Stay tuned. Number 6, POF Tombstone. Alright, let's talk about number 6 on our list, the POF Tombstone. Now, this lever-action 9mm rifle definitely turns heads with its design that stands out from the crowd. But not all that glitters is gold, folks, and the Tombstone might just be a perfect example of that. So why does this intriguing piece land on our list of the worst guns of 2024? First off, we've got reliability issues. Despite its cool looks and the novel idea of a lever-action 9mm, this rifle has been criticized for not performing reliably when you need it most. Whether it's a failure to feed or eject, reliability is a must-have for any firearm, and the Tombstone struggles to hit the mark consistently. And with its MSRP of $1,962, the POF Tombstone doesn't come cheap. When you're shelling out hard-earned cash, you expect something that delivers without a hitch. A high cost, combined with questionable reliability, that's a recipe for buyer's remorse, for sure. So all in all, while the POF Tombstone struts its stuff in innovation and style, when push comes to shove, it falters where it counts. Patriot Ordnance Factory isn't notorious for making crappy guns. If they can polish up the Tombstone's kinks in a second-gen model, we might be humming a different tune. For now, though, proceed with caution if you're eyeing one for your collection. It's a good conversation piece, but it's not the kind of firearm I would be willing to bet my life on. Number 5, Standard Manufacturing S333 Thunderstar. Next on our list, we got the Thunderstar. It's known for its unique volley-fire 22 Magnum design, which on paper sounds pretty cool. The idea is that it fires 2 rounds simultaneously with each pull of the trigger. Innovation in the firearms world is always exciting, but sometimes things don't pan out as hoped, and unfortunately, that's the case with the Thunderstar. First off, let's talk accuracy, or the lack thereof. This revolver has been criticized heavily for its poor accuracy. And when we're talking about a firearm, accuracy isn't just a nice-to-have. It's absolutely crucial. Whether you're at the range or considering a gun for personal defense, being able to hit your target is fundamental. The Thunderstar's design seems to compromise this key aspect, making it a hard pass for anyone who values precision. Next up, oh boy, the trigger on this thing is impossible. Users have reported that it's exceptionally difficult to manage, which can make for an uncomfortable and frustrating shooting experience. A tough trigger pull can further affect accuracy, making the Thunderstar less user-friendly, especially for novice shooters or those with less hand strength. And then there's the bulkiness. The Thunderstar is not what you'd call sleek or subtle. Its larger size and awkward handling could be a turnoff for many, especially those looking for a more conventional handgun experience. This added bulk doesn't come with added benefits, making it feel cumbersome without delivering extra value. Number 4, Beretta Nano. Coming in at number 4 on our list of the worst guns of 2024, we have the Beretta Nano. This compact pistol might have been designed with concealability and ease of carry in mind, but it misses the mark in a few critical areas that are worth talking about. First up, let's dive into the performance issues. The Beretta Nano has been widely criticized for its reliability, which is a pretty big deal breaker for most gun owners. A compact pistol is often chosen for personal defense, and reliability in such scenarios is non-negotiable. Users have reported issues with jamming and failure to feed, which could potentially lead to dangerous situations where the firearm doesn't perform when it's needed most. Then there's the design aspect. While the Nano's sleek, snag-free profile might look good and carry comfortably, it comes at the cost of practical functionality. Users have noted that its small size and heavy trigger pull make it difficult to shoot accurately, especially for those with larger hands. This can significantly affect the shooting experience, making it less enjoyable and more cumbersome. Oh, and its ergonomics have been another point of contention. The lack of a substantial grip area can make it challenging to handle, particularly under stress or when quick reaction times are necessary. This design flaw, coupled with the reported reliability issues, raises concerns about its effectiveness as a self-defense weapon. Number 3, Sky CPX Series. Rolling into the number 3 spot on our list of the worst guns of 2024 is the Sky CPX Series 9mm. Now, I know a lot of us are on the lookout for a good deal, especially when it comes to firearms, but sometimes budget-friendly can come with some hidden costs. And if you're carrying a Sky CPX for self-defense, it could cost you your life. First off, let's chat about reliability, or in the case of the CPX series, the lack thereof. This gun has faced a fair amount of criticism for reliability issues. Users and reviewers alike have reported frequent malfunctions like failure to feed, failure to eject, and even trigger failures. When you're depending on a firearm for personal defense, these aren't just inconveniences, they're potentially life-threatening issues. Next up is build quality. While everyone loves a good deal, the old adage, you get what you pay for, rings particularly true with the Sky CPX series. Users have reported that the pistol feels cheap and fragile, 2 words you'd never want to hear about something that's supposed to ensure your safety. The materials and craftsmanship don't seem to hold up against more rigorously tested pistols in similar price ranges. And then there's a comfort and usability aspect. The design of the CPX series has been noted as less ergonomic, with a heavy and sometimes unpredictable trigger pull that can make accurate shooting more challenging for both seasoned shooters and newcomers alike. So while the affordability of the Sky CPX series might be appealing, the trade-offs in reliability, build quality, and overall performance landed squarely on our list of guns to steer clear of in 2024. If you want a budget CCW piece, save up $100 more and get a pistol made by either Canik, Tesis, or Sarselmaz. Number 2, USFA Zip 22. Landing at number 2 on our list of the worst guns of the year is the USFA Zip 22. Now, this one might catch the eye of collectors for its unique design, but let's break down why it's not the best choice for those looking for a practical firearm. Firstly, the USFA Zip 22 is notorious for its historically accurate, yet outdated design. While this might make it a cool piece to show off, it's not what you want in a modern functional firearm. The handling can be incredibly tricky, which is a big red flag for any gun intended for regular use. Imagine trying to operate a gun that feels more like a museum piece than a practical tool in a high-stress situation. Definitely not ideal. Another major issue with the Zip 22 is the availability and cost of replacement parts. These parts are not only hard to come by, but when you do find them, they're outrageously expensive for anyone thinking about regular use or even occasional target practice. This makes the Zip 22 a less than economical choice. Now let's talk about practicality. The Zip 22 has been criticized for reliability issues, which is a deal breaker for most firearm enthusiasts. A gun that's prone to jamming or other malfunctions is more than just a nuisance. It's a liability. So while the USFA Zip 22 might hold some appeal as a collector's item, its impracticality, difficult handling, and the high cost of ownership make it a poor choice for self-defense. Number 1, Sundance Firearms A25. And taking the top spot on our list of the worst guns of the year is the Sundance Firearms A25. Why does this gun earn the dubious honor of being number 1? Well, let's dive into the details. First off, it's important to note that Sundance Firearms has been defunct since 2004. However, their firearms, particularly the A25, are still floating around the secondhand market. Folks, these guns are a textbook example of buyer beware. The A25 is notorious for its frequent misfires and jams. This isn't just an occasional hiccup. We're talking about a consistent pattern of unreliability that can be downright dangerous. The root of the problem lies in the gun's overly simplistic design and the materials used in its construction, specifically injection molded Zamac, a zinc alloy far less durable than the metals typically used in firearm construction, like steel or aluminum. This choice of material compromises the gun's integrity and longevity. Furthermore, the use of zinc makes the A25 prone to wear and tear that other more robust firearms would scoff at. This can lead to critical failures at moments when reliability is most needed. If you need a pistol for personal defense, stay away from the A25.